Okay, let's take this off. Okay, all right. So what we've got is rather juicy ear cyst. So let's give it a clean.
It's probably going to stink if it's been in there 15 years.
15 years. Wow. Well.
It got cut out and then grew back, and it never got infected, so I just left it.
Wow. Who cut out the first time?
I had it on the NHS.
Yep.
Don't think I did a brilliant job, to be fair.
Oh.
Then I lived in Iceland for 14 years.
Yeah. Just put a
I had a local plastic surgeon.
My back.
Plastic surgeon.
Yeah.
I don't think he did a brilliant job either.
Oh.
So, like I said, I didn't get infected, so I just left it.
That's all right. Well, hopefully, what's third time lucky then, isn't it? Hopefully.
Hopefully it doesn't come back.
This is it, yeah. Okay, I'm going to put it nice and tight around here because I want to lift it up and get a good exposure of the cyst. Now, the next part is the anaesthetic, which does sting a little bit. All right, sharp scratch. Well done. Is that all right?
Fine.
Just another one there. Okay, now what I want to do is just kind of let's get this thing out, shall we? So really thin skin over the cyst, so we don't want to rupture it too prematurely, and I want to try and get this thing out whole. A bit of a clean there. Right, so let's separate the skin off the cyst. So does your wife like to watch cyst removals?
I think she's probably your #1 viewer right now.
You see?
She's sat there watching probably 3 hours worth of videos last
Wow. Well, what's her name? We give her a shout out on the video.
Heather.
Heather. So if Heather's watching at this moment, I think she's probably thinking, yeah, it's going to pop soon. All right, so what I want to do before we take it out in its entirety is just really get that sac out. You see it's almost looking like an eyeball. Just right on the edge. Look at that. Almost about to pop. So obviously the trick with all cysts is you've got to get the sac out. If you don't get the sac out, then, you know, there's a chance that it will just regrow. There's a bit of tension here because I think we can get a lot more of the sac out before we rupture it. And by doing that, we won't lose the very thin membrane that surrounds the cyst, yeah? So if you're watching, this is how it is at lipomacyst.com with me, Dr. Khaled Sadek. One-stop shop for all your cysts and lipoma removal. With a plug in there. Look at that. That is an absolute gigantic cyst. that's just kind of birthing itself out, almost being delivered in its sac, you know. So there we go, let's clip that there, and let's work our way around the back of the cyst and just free it up. There we go. Wonderful. You okay there, Harjit?
Fine.
Good man, good man. So when do you move to Australia?
Planning on first week of July. Just working on the visas and
Yeah.
moving all our stuff out.
Whereabouts in Oz are you going?
Around Canberra.
Nice.
It's not Sydney, but it will do.
Yeah, I guess you've got to go to the capital, haven't you? So
Yeah. It's not too far from the beach.
yeah, I mean, it's an island with lots of beaches.
It's a big place.
It's an amazing place, Australia. And that is the sack in its entirety.
Wow, that was quick.
Yeah. So yeah, third time lucky.
Yeah.
Great big whopping cyst there. Let's put that to the side. And let's
you
close.
didn't have to burst it, right?
I mean, I didn't have to, but I did at the very end. Just
Okay.
just for Heather. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to put a stitch in, as I mentioned. Okay. A bit of a slight ooze there. Okay. It was really pulled out to the edge there. That's very fine skin at the back. Because over 15 years, that skin has been stretched to the limit. I don't want to snip any of the skin at the back. I just want to let it absorb into that naturally. And it will heal nicely anyway. Anyway, you won't have a massive ball bearing at the back there.
Great.
Okay, so give that a bit of a press. Let's take this down.